Today I'm going to give you guys a bit my interpretation of a beginner's video on Russian Fishing 4. Russian Fishing 4 to me is one of the best fishing games at the moment currently out there. And today I'm going to run over some of the skills in the game, meaning skill points system when it pertains to float fishing. I'm going to show you how to properly set up a telestick and how to catch fish on a telestick. So I'm going to show you guys a little few things that will help you out in the game. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Get into it. This is your standard telestick, and this shows parameters of the telestick, meaning it shows the type of rod, sensitivity of the rod, the action which is slow, stiffness, power. Now this is what we're going to be paying close attention to: the test and the load capacity. Now the test of the rod, meaning after you're done setting up the telestick, we have to make sure to be 35 grams or less. You don't want to go under 5 grams because it's going to affect your casting range. So basically, if you go at over 35 grams on the telestick, you will be going over the test of the rod, meaning it will go into the red. So let me show you guys. Right, the rod is in our hand. If you look underneath on the bar, you can see a hook with a circle around it and a line going through. That's in case you're snagged and hooked, that will light up. Then there's a weight saying kg. That's what we're looking at. That will turn yellow or red depending on after you set up the telestick. Telestick is in my hand. If you press V, it will open up telestick itself for you to see, to add your. Now the load is what we're going to look at as well. The load of this telestick, 4 kg. Meaning we do not want to put a line, you see the load capacity here, 4 kg or more. We want to have something, let's say at least a few grams under the load. This is to ensure that the telestick will not break in case a big fish bites, because you don't want to break your telestick, because you cannot repair a telestick in the game. Currently there are no options for it. Don't know if it will be added later on, but as for now, this is how you should set up a rod. This is basic standard for any type of fishing. So we got 3.1 kg line, we have a float, the standard for using a telestick, right? Sinker is installed automatically, that comes on the float. Classic leader is something you would have to unlock, but I'll show you guys in a moment in the skill tree for float fishing. Get yourself a hook, right? I'm at winding, so we're going to try for small fish, so which means we would need a small hook, right? So there's tiny 24, tiny 20, 19, small 18, and it goes all the way up to extra large 6. Right, so let's put on that, put on the bait. I'm going to use red worm. You can use normal worms, blood worm. It all depends on what you're fishing. I'll show you guys on how to look at the baits for what specific fish you want to catch. Right, so we have the rod in our hand here. Now the plus and the minus sign on your keyboard helps with the float depth. So right now, if I hit minus, I have it the lowest it can go right now, which is 17 centimeters. If I hold the plus sign, it will raise the bobber up to get different depth. Right now, we have it on 17. Just to show you guys, hold the left mouse and cast. Now when you cast out, you have the option to press Z, which will zoom in. after you zoom in once, press Z again, you can get a second zoom. In order to get the second zoom, guys, right? Let me show you guys this. You need to buy yourself binoculars, a pair of binoculars that will help you with the second zoom. But this is something that you should have in the game. And there's regular landing net, meaning a fishing net to help you catch the fish. So those are two things that you will really need to have. Right, the fish has taken it. We hold the left mouse, lift it up. Here you go. That's a fish. Let's call it a gudgeon. Now let me explain to you guys how the points here work. This is the XP we got for this specific fish. This is premium XP. Now you don't have to get premium in the game if you don't want to. You can totally play this game for free. It will be more of a grind, yes, but you don't have to spend a single cent or a dollar on this game. A lot of people love about this. Premium does help you in the game, something that you can purchase. It's kind of like a subscription. There's 3 days, 7 days, 14 days, I think, if I'm not mistaken. 3 months, you can go up to 50 years, right? But this is something here, this bonus here, something called happy hour. Now, this happy hour is only for premium users only. So for me, I'm on Eastern Standard Time. So for me, happy hour starts at 8 p.m. every night. And it goes on for 1 hour. Meaning you get that extra XP for happy hour. All of this adds up to your total XP points. Right? Now in the early stages of the game, I always tell people, new players especially, no matter what the fishes you catch, always keep the fish to sell it. Every fish counts, pertaining XP and silver in the game, which is the in-game currency that you use to buy your gear, lines, hooks, leaders, rods, reels, etc, etc. Right? To hit the keep, you can use a space bar, you can left click it to keep the fish. The fish is on your net, you can press C and it shows you your keep. You can hold up to 100 fishes in your keep net. It doesn't matter the size of the fish. So the net is not limited to a certain weight, but just the amount of fish. Right? So this is the display of the fish here. We caught the fish 2 minutes ago. The percentage you see here is the freshness of the fish. So it starts off at 100% and it goes straight down to 0%. Now in order for it to reach 0%, this fish must remain in my keep net for an entire day, meaning 24 hours in real life time. It shows the weight of the fish, which is 31 grams, and what the fish is. Right, so I just showed you the basic left click up the rod. I'm going to show you guys a different technique now. Because there are different styles in the float fishing that you can do. Right? Cast out again, press C to zoom to get a better visual on your float. Right, there you go. You hold left click and shift together. Left click and shift together will lift the rod up faster. We caught ourselves a river mussel. That's nice. As you notice, the fish before did not have this green tag here. We call it a tag. This is a tagged fish. Right? Tagged fishes pay a bit more silver. Right? So that's the second way. Left holding your left click with shift pulls it up a bit faster. Right? With a third cast. There's another way as well. This game you need to have a lot of patience. This is an RNG game, meaning if I'm standing on the same spot and you're standing on the same spot with the same setups and baits, you might catch more fish than me, or I might catch a bigger one than you. That's what's really fun about this game. Not like you can go to the spot and just catch a trophy fish, which I'll like show you guys what trophies are and stuff. Get a bite there. Get a bite. Recast. Hit the Z button again. We zoom in. Zoom in helps you greater, as I said, guys. It makes you look at the float better. You would know when to strike the fish. When you zoom in to strike the fish, you can either go left, like how the fish is on, we can just go left like that. You see the tension bar to the bottom of the screen. Hit it up, meaning I strike the fish. What a day. There you guys go. You can left click on your own, which pulls up the rod at a normal speed. You hold shift to pull it up a bit quicker. And you can swing your rod to the left or the right to also strike it. Or striking the fish helps you with the fish not getting in. Right? If you hit escape here and you go to statistics, it shows everything here. Right? It shows your in-game plays. It shows your total experience made on the game. It shows the experience needed for the level, meaning I need 44 million right now to level. You guys wouldn't have to have so much XP right now. I am level 41 in the game, as you can see up here. So you guys will have much lower requirements to reach to the next level. Okay? So this shows the experience needed. If you look at the left corner of my screen, you would see level 41. There's a green meter bar around it that goes up every time you catch a fish, and it shows 440k needed / 45 million, meaning it shows the XP that you have and the XP needed for the next level. Now if you look, there's 4 bars next to it. The first bar is your energy level, which is very important in the game to have your energy bar up in the game. It helps you with fighting a fish. The second one is your food level, which you always need to keep up because you don't want to go hungry. The third one is your health bar. Now the health bar does not go down too much unless you're drinking a lot of alcohol in the game. And the fourth one is your comfort level. So if it's rainy, if it's cold, if there's a lightning storm going on, all that can drop your comfort level. So let's get into the skills. This is the skills here. You got float fishing skills, fin fishing, bottom fishing, harvesting baits, cooking, making ground bait, making. This is where we are on. We are float fishing at the moment. Every time you level, you get points. And these points is where you add to your skill tree. Now, before level 10, my advice would be, you don't have to follow it obviously, is to keep your points, to get yourself more accustomed to the game and what you would like to start off doing. As I said, some people might like float fishing, some people might like spin fishing, some people like bottom fishing. Right? So reading in this game is very important. It will help you better understand stuff and how the game is worked. This first one here is fishing with a telescopic rod. The ability allows you to use a telescopic rod. This is pretty simple and universal tackle. perfectly suited for unhurried fishing in limited space. This ability develops along with the ability of fishing with a Balinese rod. Balinese rod is a different type of rod, guys. And every time you add a point, if you notice it says 7 here, which means here shows can hold 7 points alone. Over here shows 3, over here shows 5, and so on. Right? So the first one, when you put 1 point in, is going to give you casting distance, meaning how far you cast, and accuracy, meaning you can almost get it to the point where you want to cast the bobber or the float. Right? Control of the fish, meaning you have better control in catching the fish. Right? And it goes on. Now you're gonna start off with fishing with a telescopic rig and fishing using a rig with a fixed line before you can unlock the rest of stuff. As you gain percentage in float fishing, spin fishing, or bottom fishing, this goes up, and there will be requirements of percentage. Unlock the following things. So as you click on it, it will show you, well, it needs 40% to unlock this, and so on and so on. This ability allows you to use a float rig with a fixed line. 1 point in it, fixed line fishing technique plus 5, meaning it helps you catch the fish better, I should say, more accurate fishing. Right? Let me go back and explain to you guys on this 60 now. Here shows the in-game games you have. I told you this is a total XP that you get in the game. As an overall, this is your experience points for the next level. Over here shows your broken rods. Now with the advice that I'm giving you guys right now, how to properly set it up, this would be limited. Because every time you break a rod, it registers here. If you break a reel, it registers here. These are total completed Café orders, which I'll show you guys in a moment about the Café orders and give you a bit of an explanation on those. Competitions played. There's in-game competitions that you can hold or join others. Competitions won to show you how much you won. Fishes lost. You guys can see there's a number here as well. Fishes lost, meaning fishes do get away in the game. Just like in real life, fish gets away, the game has that mechanism. Don't feel discouraged when you lost a fish. It happens to every single player. It's something you can't get away, even if you have the best gear in the game, the best hooks, the best line, do everything the proper way, fish will still get away. Here shows your total all over fish that you caught. Here shows the trophies that you caught. Right? When you catch a trophy, this tag here will be on the fish. Over here, this is a rare trophy. These are very hard to get, but if you manage to get one, congratulations on that. Over here shows the record catch for 1 day, meaning 1 day as in one in-game day. 1 in-game day is equal to 1 hour in the game. If you look over here, it shows the record weight in 1 day. Right guys, this is your basic standalone. I showed you guys how to set up a telestick, showed you guys what to use, how to strike the fish, simple stuff like that. Let me go carry you guys over to the cafe. Right now we're at Winding Rivulet. There are quite a few maps in the game right now. There's Cottage Spawn, where you would start off your tutorial. There's Mosquito Lake. There's Winding Rivulet. The other lakes you would have to unlock as you level up. Right, but for now, I'm going to show you that Winding Lake. I mean Winding River, sorry. That lake. I'm going to explain to you guys about the cafe orders. It's pretty simple. Over here is a cafe. Press E to enter, and it shows you cafe orders and times. So over here shows a frog 92. It expires in 3 days and 20 hours in game, meaning that's 3 hours in the game, almost 4 hours, right? So it's asking for one frog, 30 grams. Now, if you would like to catch cafe orders do pay a little bit more than you regularly selling it at the fish market here. Right? Back to the cafe. It's a frog. Come out of there. You hit the escape. Hit records and ratings. Right? And we were fishing on a telescopic road. Big telescopic road. You'd notice we're under all regions here. There are different regions depending on R, right? And below that you will see telescopic records, and we're going to hit on weekly. When we go to the weekly under the telescopic rods, it will show all the fishes caught on telescopic rods. Right? Gonna go down and look for frog. Right, here's the frog here. Right, so they will tell you the river that they were caught on, meaning the biggest that were caught so far for the week. And they were, most of them is on flies, so over here would show the baits. Now it may vary sometimes week upon week depending on the fish you catch or go after, but here is a great place to go and look at where you know what bait you catch. Yeah. So this will help you out a lot, and this applies for telestick, it applies for bottom fishing, it applies for spin fishing. Okay, so you can go to the normal records and show here. So we show you the different fishes and the different lures slash baits. Right? So this is everything that I know so far on telestick, guys. I hope this video was entertaining to you guys, and before I go, I'm gonna show you guys one last thing here. On cottage spawn, not cottage spawn, sorry, mosquito lake. Over here, mosquito, and winding. Over here, there's a feed kitchen. Press E. Now, if you notice, mine says feed kitchen is available the next day, meaning the in-game day, which means it's every hour, and you get a free meal. A free meal, which is very good. Don't have to spend any silver behind it. You guys look here, when you purchase escape, it shows how much silver you have, which is nice, so you know how much you made, what you have total, and save your silver for buying necessary stuff in the game. Don't just go spending it all willy-nilly, I should say, because if you waste silver, it's gonna take you longer to grind and get good gear, you know. Right, so go here, this is a grocery store. See these first 4 items here, this are the items you. The sugar duck classic is really good. It helps fill you up, which means your food bar, and it helps you a bit with your energy level. It's good because, as I said, you have to keep your energy level up. And make sure you get yourself some bread. The reason why you're gonna get bread is this. To escape, go to crafting, and this is where you craft baits, fishing as well. Now, a lot of them you would notice you would be locked, and once it's locked, you would have to unlock it. To unlock them, make the last one that you have unlocked and keep making them until you unlock the next one. Right, so the bread that I just showed you guys in the grocery store is what you would need over here. Bread to make wet bread. Now one piece of the bread, and you make, gives you 54 pieces. Sometimes it gives you 40, but it gives you a lot. So that's 54 pieces. So that's 54 potential fish that you can catch right there. And this is a very unique, versatile, and helpful bait at low levels. Right? It's something nice to have for you guys to fish with. And there you go, guys. My little video on telestick fishing. I showed you a bit of the skills. I hope you guys better understand the game. and be sure to hit that subscribe button and look out for future videos where you spin fishing, bottom fishing, as I get into more and more into. You guys have an awesome day and see you around.